Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I feel like it's been a minute. Things have been very busy, but I did not want to sleep on some of the most beautiful fall handbags. This is just a curated list of ones that I'm most obsessed with right now. They were too good to keep to myself, so let's just dive right into it because the first one is actually from Bottega Veneta. It's been around and been like very popular for a little bit of time. It took getting used to for me, but honestly, once I saw it in person, which I did in Montreal, I was there this past summer, and seeing Bottega Veneta leather up close and in person, their intrecciato leather is beautiful, which in Italian, by the way, means braided. But of course, I'm talking about the sardine bag. It's stunning, and I love the idea, for whatever reason, of a metal handle with a less structured bag. There's also one from L'Enfant, which I should have included in this because it's honestly been a favorite of mine. Their like motif that they always use, or like their little mascot, is a cat. I think it's called their pencil bag is one that has that, but anyway, I'll link to that one as well. But we'll start off with the sardine bag in AGATE. Is it just agate? Gray, agate, I don't know. I love it in the biggest size. Of course, big bags are coming back, and I'm very grateful for that because I just bought my Birkin 35 and it's definitely on the big side, but it's so convenient to have a big bag after what feels like so long of being in a mini bag trend. So I love the Bottega Veneta sardine bag in agate gray in the size medium. That's my absolute favorite of the whole like suite of them, and there's actually a lot. To give you a reference for price point, it comes to 6,200 Canadian, which yes, is a lot, but I'm telling you, Bottega Veneta leather is genuinely unlike any other one on the market. It's stunning. Okay, this next one, I genuinely hope that I don't lose you on. It's completely different. The price point is insane. It's actually under $100 US. Okay, only by $1. It's from COS. It is the oversized quilted crossbody bag, and they have a few different ones. If you're not interested in genuine leather, and this one is a really great option because it's made of recycled polyester and then it has a cotton lining to it. But this bag, I'm telling you, if you want to look like you should be walking on the streets in Milan during Fashion Week, I'm obsessed with this bag. Also because this is one that's super popular among like quite a few different designers. So we've seen a lot of this type of bag, but this specific one with the sort of like scrunchy quilted leather look, and of course the size of it, like it's absolutely massive. I just feel like in New York you would see people walking around with the bag that's this big and this oversized and this dramatic, and if I were to see that person, I would definitely feel like I want that look. So I'm sort of trying to cut to the chase and get one myself before they end up being out of stock. I love it. The next one is from Proenza Schouler, and it's sort of giving me the same vibe as the stowed bag or the Coperni bag that was like the half moon shape that was super in, but to me is just a little different. I've really had such more of an appreciation for Proenza Schouler. It's the off-white Proenza Schouler white label small Christie bag. That's a mouthful. Anyway, this is what it looks like, and I just think that for a shoulder bag that's like quick and easy on the go, to me it also sort of speaks a little bit, I don't want to keep saying quiet luxury and referencing that trend, but it's sort of if you know, you know. Otherwise it looks like it could come from a number of different brands, and I like that sometimes to not just have like a massive logo on it. Honestly, I'm gonna look through some photos. I don't think that there's even like a heat stamped logo on it anywhere. It's definitely a if you know, you know sort of bag, and I love that every once in a while. Like, of course, there are certain bags that I am obsessed with or in love with, like one coming up soon from Hermes. I just can't get over it. Those are ones definitely more recognizable. This is not that, and I love the contrast. I also love that it has an adjustable strap at the top. It has an incredible price point in Canadian dollars. It's only $560, which is like $5 US if you're there, but definitely one that I would recommend checking out. Super easy to wear if you are wearing something really oversized in terms of a jacket in the fall or even in the winter time. This in a different color or in the off-white, because I love wearing white on the daily. I would definitely wear this in the fall or in the winter with any sort of outerwear. I feel like it's a nice pop of color if you do it in a color, or it can just be super sort of under the radar if you do it in more of a neutral, and it'll even out the proportions if you are doing a really oversized coat, something like the Max Mara Teddy, or just like a really big, long, anything beautiful for the fall. Okay, the next one, full disclosure, I saw this on Tamara for the very first time and I fell in love with it, so then I had to Google it and actually find out where it came from. And it's another Proenza Schouler. This one I don't think is from the white label collection, but this is the Rollo frame clutch and I love it. The reason why I'm saying it's not from the white label collection is because the price point is quite a bit heftier. It's $3,145 Canadian. Again, if you're shopping in the US, it's gonna be significantly less. This combines all of my favorite things from the Spaghetti Jodi version from Bottega Veneta, especially in black, could be a super beautiful evening bag. In white, it's like an optic white, so it almost looks like it's photographing a little bit blue. Depending, I typically don't love that, but I do just love the style of this bag. I'll insert the photo of Tamara wearing it here. I love it. I understand that not everybody can get behind the game and the price tag that go along with Hermes items, but let me tell you, there is the Hermes Kelly pochette, and it's totally different from the mini Kelly. At first glance, you might think it's sort of a mix between the Kelly Dance and the mini Kelly. I am obsessed. One, it fits so much more. It's different and like less seen, and of course, because the mini Kelly is like everybody's dream bag, it's really not any easier to get, but I just love that it's different and it's stunning. I just love a top handle bag. So of course, between the mini and this one, they both have top handles, but I just love the elongated shape of this. Remember when there were it was the East-West bag trend a couple years ago, I think it was 2019 into 2020, everybody was doing East-West versions of everything where they basically just stretched any bag that they had in their collection that was doing really well. And this is the one that I feel like actually took well to that trend. But I love this bag. I actually asked for it from my essay. I put it on my wish list, and if I could get it in Vert Fizz, it's just the color that I'm most obsessed with lately from Hermes. It sort of reads as white. It's still very much, in my opinion, more of like a neutral, but it's also a pop of color. I just think that it's beautiful and I feel like I could get a lot of wear out of it. It's not any easier to get. It might actually be a little bit harder to get because they're not as in demand, so there aren't even that many being produced. So the likelihood that a certain store gets them is very, very slim. So a lot of the times you have to go resale, which of course is quite expensive. Anyway, all of this to say, Kelly Pochette, Vert Fizz, it's gorgeous. You have to check it out if you haven't already. The next one on the list has to be the Celine Triomphe. I've loved this bag for so many years. I'm sort of surprised that I don't have it in my collection yet. I love that they do it in different exotics, fabrics, and the different colors that it comes in. Celine has become so much more of a classic brand than one that is really becoming super trendy all at once. Celine is there and sort of has been and always will be. So in terms of investments, I feel like these are great pieces because they don't go out of trend. They're never looking like they're out of date. And in fall and winter, especially when you want something just easy to throw on and easy to use, it holds enough. My battery died. Everybody loves that bag. I feel like if you don't love that bag, you will soon. So you might as well jump on it before the next price increase. Thank goodness that Celine doesn't have the same track record as Chanel, but I'm confident that they will increase their prices sooner than later. So definitely one you should consider checking out. I have two bags left, but I'm gonna start with the one that I'm actually more excited for, which is, oh goodness, now I have to pronounce it. The Sim bag from Polene. Polene's a brand that has grown in popularity so much over the past few years. When I first found out about it a couple years ago, I looked everywhere and I was so close to buying the numero set, I think, bag, and their craftsmanship and their quality are literally so unmatched for the prices that they charge. I can't believe that they're able to charge what they do. I'm just genuinely so happy for this brand because over the past few years that I've watched them, they have grown in popularity and their collection has grown significantly. And with this Sim bag, it really transitions well from summer to fall because this could be a beach bag, but then you could also have this in the full leather version and wear it as like an everyday bag, as a work bag. This is one that you could wear even as an evening bag if there is a small version, but it's just too beautiful to not share with you. It is cotton and calf leather, so the combination of the two, I've always been a fan of raffia bags or canvas bags, and this one, especially because it looks like it has a twill to it, which is beautiful. This is another one, it doesn't really scream branded, which I love about it. So that teeny tiny little heat stamped Polene at the top is not something that's super noticeable if you don't want it to be. Of course, you could also just flip it around, that way there are no logos at all. But there's nothing I don't love about this bag, and in different sizes and in different colors, even in black. I'm not a huge black bag person. If you want a big black bag, but you want it to still have some sort of detail and like design elements to it that make it just not a big black hole, unflattering and sort of boring, then this is a way to do it because it has just such a unique shape. It's not something that's gonna be super recognized, but one that you're gonna be able to get a ton of use out of. At least I feel like I would, because it is big and beautiful. My very last one is the Gucci Jackie. I've loved the look of it, the style of it. It's another one that comes in such a range of colors. Their green is stunning, but the brown for fall, just like any other of these bags in a brown color or in a camel color, is gorgeous. The Gucci Jackie doesn't keep its value as much, so this is one that I would definitely recommend looking on the resale market for, but such a good one. So I hope you love these bags. Let me know which one is your favorite, and I'll see you super, super soon in my next one. Bye guys.